You have joined, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So what is happening now here? So these three things you have to remember. These two line and one is connection string. At least you have to remember if you want to perform anything using the .NET thing, right? So what is happening now? You can this one I have created one variable, and here I have to declare in this way. .NET library system dot data dot SQL client dot SQL adapter. In this I will pass $CMD. What it's having CMD? CMD will having my script, right? And what is con having the my connection string, means now this line is going to perform your its line having the SQL server name, SQL database name, script name, right? And you have to use one more thing, DT, that also you have to use for running if you want to run anything for the SQL server. Then after that what you have to use in this way, dot DT. DT is nothing but it is saving the result. Getting or not? Dot dt is having what? This having this one new object, and then you have to type dot fill, and you have to declare $dt. $dt will happen that all of the detail, right? And what will be happening after that? You can go and directly here I have written $SPR. If you don't want, you can just hash it. It is not required. After that, this result, this will only contain your all result, right? Right? So these two, whatever you have declared, these two library, you have to use this two library only to perform any operation. So how I will use? I will use da dot fill and bracket I will give dt, and the result is going to store into the dt. If I'm going to run, it is also going to give the same result. We'll see. Now it is failing because I have written the two server entry. If you are going to give the one, it is going to be work. So that's why if you are not writing into the loop, you have to work just for only for one server. This time I have given, it is given the error, right? Because if I'm going to run one, so it is going to give the result. You got it? Why it was given the result? Because get content is reading that both SQL server and both will not going to work. Same thing if I will rotate into the loop, it is going to work. So I'm going.
What is that fill function will do?
What
fill function? Fill.
Fill you have to use. Fill is nothing but if you have to use for if you want to use the .NET programming to execute it, you have to use this fill. Fill means it having your all DA will contain your all connection string SQL server dot detail, and it is going to fill with that how your data is going to become, right? That thing, and it is going to save into this variable. You have to use. I told no .NET something you have to remember. If you want to get the result in this way only, you have to follow. But same thing if you want to go with invoke SQL CMD, it's very simple, right? Got it? If anybody will ask difference between the CMD commandlets and the .NET, what is the better? You can tell it is invoke SQL CMD. You can use that is the better. Even many example I am going to show you with both. Same thing you can do with the .NET. How it is complex. Same thing you are trying to do with this one. It's a very easy, right? Correct? Okay. Yeah. So same thing. I'm going to use the vertical format now. So same, see, it is the same script only. Either now I am using this as a .NET, right? You can use this also to put inside the loop. So here, just I am going this time. What I'm going, I am just doing my looping example. So it is the all server 1 2 3. So here I will put my one more server name here. Or otherwise, if you want DR, that is the one more server I have saved. I have to just check my DR server having up or running. DR is also there. I have to check my database having test database or not. Yes, it's having. T1 it's having, right? This time what happened? I have given two server name in this entry. I will just make my path also correct sometime. I've changed my path. So just I will read and I will check whether it is reading the same file only. Yes, it is reading this two file. So same thing what happened now? It is reading the first name from here because I have written the for each, right? It will take the first SQL server name. It will be pasting here SBR. And these all are the same only that first time when the first server name will come here, it will perform that operation, select start from T1. Next time again it will go to the loop, it will pick up the second server name and it is sending here, it will come here, it will create the connection string, it will run that SQL select start from T1 for the second server, right? If I'm going to run this, I'm going to get the result 2 times, and I have written here server name here also, so that's why it is giving the server name here, first server name, and this is the result, second server name into the dr I have written. If I want to run for the hundreds of server also, there will be no problem, I can go with the third instance. I have this, just example. Fourth one, I am putting my same server name only because I don't have much more server. Fourth one I have put. One more time I will put this. So even I want to execute the same thing for the hundred of time also, there will be no issue. Just I have to check my default instance is working or not. Okay, so it is there. I will go to the test also is there, and T1 data. So this time I have put 5 server name entry into this, right? So there will be no issue. If I'm going to run one by one, it is going to display the result. This server, DR server, my default instance, it is ran. Same time I have repeated 2 times, so it is going to display. So same concept, if you are putting into the for loop, it is going to rotate multiple of time. Same thing we are going to use into the real-time scenario. Once we have to pick up that some result from, then like select star from sys.sys processes where blocking is there. So what I will do, I will put the all server name here, and I will rotate the single programming into that. It will pick up the all server name, rotate into the loop, one by one it will pick up, one by one it is going to give me the result. So no doubt. Recording I started or not? I started. Get it? Doubt? No doubt, right? Guys?
Yeah, clear.
Okay, clear. So second
Rajesh.
thing, what I am going to tell you, I have passing my variable in this way, right? But think it, if my if see here, this way passing the variable, it is fine if you are passing only one variable. Some of the time your script will contain multiple of variable. Just example, if you are taking the database backup, you are writing any script for the database backup, what are the, it is required that script will be same, but it will be changing the server name, changing the database name, right? Which kind of backup you want, where you want to save the backup, right? Creating the log file for the backup. So 5 things you have to change every time, right? In your script, correct or wrong? If you are taking the backup and you are writing one script, you are giving any script to anyone, take this script for the backup. If he has to run this database backup to the other server, what he has to change? He has to change the server name, right? It has to change the database name, which database he want. It has to change that path where the backup has to be kept, right? Correct or wrong? Which type of backup he's going to take, that he has to change. Guys, nobody is replying anything. Venkat, you are listening, no?
Yeah.
So some of the time it's required multiple of variable to pass from the parameter file. At that time, what is happening? We can't go in this fashion. We have to use our, in the horizontal format, we have to pass that. Same example I'm telling you. So if I have to pass, what I will give server name is equal to, in this way. These are the server name I am passing. I will go in this format. I'm deleting this to simply no use, right? I will write here database name is equal to, like you are writing master. Master, you are taking back. Sometime you have to path. Just example, path is equal to where you want to take the backup, C / something you have written, right? Sometime you have to pass the multiple of parameter, and some of the time what happened, you can pass the multiple of variable also, like you are taking the master database where you want to take the model also, you want to take that user database also, something ABC. So sometimes you have to pass the multiple of variable, right or wrong? Correct. And you cannot create multiple of passing configuration file. In the one configuration file only you have to pass the OR variable, right? So how we can tell PowerShell to understood? So this time I have to tell the PowerShell, hey PowerShell, go with the where you are matching with server, take the server name, it is here, right? Hey, where you want database, go and match in my file where the database is written, where the equal to is there, go and pick up those, right? Like that we have to tell. So now what I'm going to tell, I'm not going with match function now, because I am just passing the server name, and I have to teach you how we can pass my server name as a horizontal format, means in this format. Getting?
Okay.
In this format means if I will pass this value, maybe my script is going to fail. Server 123, it is this only. If I'm going to run this, it will not give the result, because this will treat as a one line. This will PowerShell will treat this as a one server name, right? That's why it will failed. So now how to pass my, so that's why it is reading, it is failing this, right? I have written that variable, so it is reviewing the full detail. So how to tell PowerShell, please read my content into the one by one, or otherwise how we can pass multiple of server name using the horizontal format, right? So I'm going with that command, and I am going to explain you this. This time I'm using, and what I am, this still here you don't have any doubt, right? It is the same only, but after that just I have used my split function you have to use. So I am going to explain you. So guys, so please make the 200-page notebook, whatever topic I am explaining you, like split part is there, so that everything you make a note in the book, right? Because later if you are starting developing any program, that time you can't go to day 1 class, day 2 class, day 3 class, but if you have your notebook, you will open directly, you can say okay, split function is here, so like that I can develop my script, right? And I'm teaching this scripting thing in the very simple way. It is not like in other people how they are teaching, simply they will take that one class for function, one class for variable, one class for global variable. That is not, because whatever theory you can read by yourself, that thing I am not teaching. It is just for understanding the script development. Now if you want to more thing, what are the practice we can do for the split, you go and Google it, you will find out multiple of example, right? Correct or wrong? And that
Yeah.
thing you can do by itself, because you all are the already experienced guys, right? So which thing you are not able to understood, that one I am going to teach you. Okay, fine. So I'm not going to discuss. So here what I am saying, see here, even I have written in my exam server is equal to, but I am not telling to SQL Server now here to go and check PowerShell where is the server, you take that data. I am just giving where you are finding equal to, no, there, because I am passing only one variable here, right? If I am going to pass multiple of things later classes, then I will match, I will tell PowerShell to match with this name. But here what I'm saying, PowerShell dot split is equal to. So what is the meaning of that? Means go to this notepad file where you are finding equal to, make it two part. So for me, if it is go to this one and it will be find out this equal to, it is making two part, one part this part and other part this part. Got it? Split is equal to this one, means you understood what is the meaning of that. After that I have written hyphen minus, no, bracket minus one. Bracket minus one means when you are making it two part, just go and read the right side of value. Correct?
Okay. To
So
read the
what is
left
the,
one,
huh?
to read the left one, what to pass?
No. The meaning of this means if you are writing split is equal to, may go and split your this file, means this, go and read this file. In this file, do the two part where you are finding is equal to, split equal to means make it two part. So it is making the two part. One part is this part, one part is this part, one part is this part. And after that, if I'm writing minus one means I'm telling the PowerShell go and read all value from right side value. Got it? And after that again I am using the dot split comma. Dot split comma means Again, make the two part where you are finding this comma. So it is making this else a one part, this else a one part. Where you are finding comma, make it two part. Got it or not? So it is making this
Okay.
and this as a one part. Again, it's find out comma here. So it will make this as a one part, this as a one part. So it is making the three part here, right? And take the value one by one and save it into this variable. Getting or not? If I am just hashing this all, this example, and I want to see the my result, what it is saving, just we'll see what it is the display it is doing the result. If I will hash it, means that command is not going to be executed. Hash means if you are hash that, it is not going to execute this. So if I'm going to run this, what result I am getting? Okay, this file, it is not correct. I have to give this name, right? Okay, that's why it's giving the wrong. I went here, I will paste it, and after that server 1 2 3. If I'm going to execute this, you can see this time I'm getting one by one result, right? All three results is coming in that. Even I have passed the value in this format, it is not going to display, it is going to display one by one server name. Got it or not?
Yeah.
Get it? If I will put here same thing, so you will understood more. So same thing, if I want to write, okay, anyhow, it's fine now. So you understood what is the meaning of it. If I will go and if I will remove this time, the before that it was failing, right? Before it was before, whenever I was not use the split function, this was failing, right? If I'm going to execute now, it's going to display for me the all three results, right? No doubt. How we can pass the value into the horizontal format, this one you understood, right? Later I am going to teach you how you can pass multiple of value from the single file, right? Till now I have not explained that. Till here, no doubt. Guys, tell me. So Venkat, Ravi, Sandeep, all are here, no?
Yes.
Clear.
Okay, so you got it, no? So how, if you are giving only this much and you are not passing this value, this script will fail because that is treating this full as a one server name. So if I use the split function, it will take one by one, no doubt, right?
Yeah.
So okay, so I am going to, this is fine, run the script for the one server. This is also I have explained the horizontal format also, how you can pass. I have explained the vertical format also. There is one thing, it's called cluster thing. It is not that much important, but if you want, you can. So this why I have written, no, later I'm going to teach you this also, means no need of explaining this. It's just you are running, it will give this is the server is cluster or not. Later we are going to use that when we are going to make the big programming, that time we are going to I'm going to explain you this thing. So there is no problem for that. So leave it that. These all are the passing. Okay, so this is the same thing, disabling that. If you want to disable that services, you can use this set services and startup is disabled, right? This time what happened, yeah, this time what I have done is stopping the services for or starting the services for multiple of servers, multiple of so that one I am going to discuss now. This is just it is just for the same thing whatever I have explained you yesterday. This is the same only. It is just I am taking one status. If the status is running, in stopping the services, after stopping it is making the disabled. If it is already stopped, it is just printing some result. So I am just executed that. So it is not going to, it is not going to display the result because it is just it will restore and it will and it is not writing anything, right? So just I will go and I will check whether it is stopped or not. My SQL Server 2012. So now you can see it is disabled, right? I will make again, I will for you, I will enable and I will make that And if I'm going to execute this command for you, so what it will do, it will be stopping and disabling it, but it will not displaying the result because I have not written there. So no doubt in this. Same thing if you want to do for multiple of computer, how you have to do, what I am doing, I am using the for each programming, for each loop. I am writing the stop server means where is the stop server? Okay, anyhow, here I will remove the Rajesh. 3 services I have put the name here, and after that what I am going to do, I will just correct my path from here. I will correct my path from here. So what is going to be happen? It will take the first thing. It will be go down. It will be stop. It will be disabled, right? And it will perform the operation. So one time only, I want to stop for all 3. So which are the MS SQL Server? It is running SQL Server 2012 and DR. These 3 at one time only. So this much is same only which one I have discussed. This is today what I discussed, right? I am putting my script into that what, into the loop, and if I'm going to execute this, what is going to be happen, in one time only all services is going to be stopped. Here all 3 is disabled, all 3 is stopped. So in the one time only you can perform the multiple of work using the loop. So till now I have not started the scripting thing. We will see later, again we are going to do much more thing. So till here no doubt. So whatever script you have written, so now what is work for Venkat and Ravi, for you both guys? What script we have developed yesterday, you have to add that logic for for you are stopping the services, then it has to disable it. If you are starting the services, it has to put in the automatic mode. And whatever thing I have explained you, that is for the only one server. Now what you have to do, you have to modify that script and you have to pass that server name from where, from the notepad file first things, and you have to write that program for run into the multiple of server. Got it?
Okay.
Whether you are able to perform that?
Yeah.
Okay. So fine.
So I have means this we are taking means physically we are going to the server and execute that script, and
No, at
you
least
mention.
see here, it is not like each server. That's why it is the beauty, you know. It's required. You can go to the any one server. From that server, other server has to be joined into the domain. It having the proper permission. So from one computer, you can stop the multiple of server.
Right. From
It's
VDI we manage, right, multiple server. From VDI we manage the multiple server.
Yes, it's required the access. From this computer, you have to give the permission for the other computer. You will able to do. That's why people is doing, no. So doing the repetitive work, you can remove it. And I am teaching you just stopping the services. You can think about multiple of things, like something you have to find out.
Restart.
Yeah, something you have to find out for the all SQL services running in the which version. So we will go one by one. It will take time, but you will go to the PowerShell in one time only. You will run. You will able to get all results.
I have one doubt here, Rajesh.
Yes.
Since first class itself, see, as you said, in corporate companies, they don't go to set the execution policy as unrestricted. Right?
No,
so
they, you can't say that one.
It is restricted, I think.
It will be restricted if they are not using PowerShell. If they are using the PowerShell, they will make the unrestricted or remote site.
But that is not at all recommended. Now we can't ask them to put it as unrestricted because anything can happen.
No.
So if either they can go, I mean, yourself told that they will go with either remote signed or
unrestricted.
Something
unrestricted.
No. Okay, no. Okay, if they don't agreed for unrestricted,
they have to, if they want to implement that PowerShell scripting and they are putting some developer for you, they have to do this unrestricted. Otherwise, how you are going to manage? If you are going to remote signed, means only one computer you will able to do that. You can't.
Then we can go for all signed, right?
Huh?
All signed.
No, you can't go that. Then again, you can't write the script. Then all script has to be
My
distributed.
concern is how can we make our script signed? How can we make our script as trusted script? Like we are
That one is that
downloading
one. No, you
different.
can't download. There is something is there. There is some people who is managing the certificate. You have to generate the certificate. You have to in the OS there is something is there. Just go and do some certificate something. They will do that trusted certificate. The Wintel people is doing this kind of work, or who is managing the certificate. You go and talk with them. But 99% nobody will go with this certification and all in the PowerShell. You go and
I
check.
mean, so in your organization, do they allow to set the policy as unrestricted?
Yes. Till now,
Okay.
whatever company I have worked, or if they want PowerShell has to be implemented for the SQL Server, they are making unrestricted. And one company I was there in the banking domain, they are making no. In the each server, you put that PowerShell script. Just example, something you have given, if you are written some script and that is script, what it is doing, any account has been locked, it is going to send the result. Either you can do from the one server to multiple server, but they are saying in the each server you go and put this script that is used for the remote signed. That time they are telling to put this one in this restricted mode execution policy to use, and they will give. If they have to do, they have to give, right? Otherwise, they will make the all restricted policy. They will tell nobody has to do that. I don't want to implement the PowerShell here. For the some system, they will do that. Like, but 80% server, they will make this one unrestricted only, but some of the something called billing server. So there nobody has to go there. Trading server. So that type of server, they will tell you go to manually and execute the script. Don't run from here to get that all detail. They will not give that allowed. Right?
Yeah.
So like that, you will be able to perform this. So I think today, day one class I have completed. I hope you understood and you don't have any doubt into the day one class. Sandeep, you are happy with this class because you joined the first day only, right? And I think before also you have joined.
Yeah, I attend demo lecture that time also.
Yeah. So, but you have to continue, Sandeep. Then only you will understood. If you are just joining
Yes,
and
sir.
leaving, it is not going to work at all.
Yeah, I will go through my previous means all classes. Then
yes,
I will understand. Yeah.
Because every day you are missing my class. Day by day there is a multiple of script I will send. Tomorrow you will see day 2 class I am completing tomorrow only. So you see how many scripts are there.
Right, sir.
So suddenly it will be increased for you.
Right, sir.
Okay. So tomorrow I am going to show you how you can configure the email using Gmail account, not from Exchange server. I will show you the screenshot because I don't have Exchange environment here. So if you are able to do in the email Gmail account, you will able to do the Exchange also. Any doubt, Venkat, Ravi? Ravi is not saying anything.
No. I'm good.
Shall we stop the class?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you all. I am going to take the class tomorrow. So see you guys.
Sure.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Join tomorrow again.